Hi. Well, good morning, guys. Glad to be here. See some familiar faces out in the audience. All of you, thank you for coming out on a day when, if you're like me, it's especially nice to remain under the blankets for a few extra minutes. As John said, my name is Trey Gordner. Done this before, but for those of you who have heard about Koios before, got a lot of big news, got a lot of big updates to tell you guys about, need some extra help, so I heard this is the place to come for that. But for those of you who haven't heard about Koios before, Koios makes it as easy to borrow as to buy. So what does that mean? Are we talking Airbnb here? Not exactly. I'm talking about the original sharing economy. We've got movies, music, books, ebooks, audiobooks, and so forth, right? Right now, you're probably paying somewhere between $200 and $400 a year, if you're like the average American, to access this kind of content, when virtually all of it is available right down the street. Moreover, if it's not there right now, they'll probably get it for you if you just send them an email. So that's the big question we set out to answer when we first came up with this concept, right? Why don't more people use the library? After hundreds of client interviews, we distilled it down to two general principles, right? So I don't know what's available, or in some sense it takes too long, I don't know what's there, I can't work it, right? So these are representative answers of what we consider to be underlying challenges with people's library use. The one being marketing and the other being user experience. So let's go straight to the library and talk about this. This is a digital catalog. Now, the main problem with this is that it is a digital version of that, right? And that is a tool that was intended for librarians, not for the general public. And so when you look up anything on the library website, you're working in a professional tool that has been repurposed towards giving the public more access, right? So it's not ideal. And actually, today, the problem is much worse than that, because your average library, that card catalog wasn't set up to handle all of the different things that the library offers now. You know, meeting space and 3D printers, not to mention the audiobooks and the ebooks and the e-audiobooks and all of that. So what the library's solution has been to a lot of this is to pretty much just set up side-by-side catalogs, right? And if you've ever been to a library site, you know what I'm talking about, because you'll see, you know, research here, or check out there, or meet over here, all in little boxes, and it's not really clear why that is. So we decided to step into this gap and to improve the marketing and user experience of libraries. And this is how we do it. I'll go ahead and show you. Over there. All right. So this is Amazon. It's one of the sites on which we work, which Koios works. If I say, oh look, I've already got quite a few books down here. So say I'm looking for Fahrenheit 451. I'm not really, in my mind, I'm not thinking about using the library for this, but boom, there it is. All you have to do with Koios is install a browser add-on, and the library will go with you. So when you're browsing, when you're looking for things, we'll check the library for you, let you know if it's available, and you can click right through to reserve that way. So what does this mean for you as a user? Well, the great thing about Amazon is that they've spent years and years and years adjusting their e-commerce process such that it's practically one click, right? Very straightforward, very easy. Everyone knows how to use it. It has top-notch search, filter capabilities, everything. And so all you really have to do on Amazon, with its suggestions and whatnot, you search, you choose, you go to the cart, and you check out. And if you're part of Prime, you can even kind of blur these lines a little bit, right? Versus, right now, if you're trying to go to the library to use something, you need to search, and then you're going to filter, and then you're going to filter, and maybe it's there, and maybe it's not. And so you have what you know to be exactly 4 steps on Amazon, or you have an indefinite number of steps on the library site. So all that we're doing is we are shortening this process, right? Making it lateral from Amazon and from potentially other sites, which I'll be happy to answer any questions, to this one-step process within the library. So no more are you having these issues where you're not sure what they have, you're not sure how to access it, you're not sure how to check it out. So we've seen out in the market that libraries are willing to pay $5,000 to $25,000 a year on this product, and we're part of a growing $50 million industry right now. It's growing about 10 to 15% per year, and that is just a small portion of a $2 billion library software industry that we could attack with the products. Our 2 options are public. That really only talks about the public libraries. We can also do academic libraries. If you're curious about our team, I'll answer any questions. And here's what you can do for us. One at a time.